for those lower levels, like the reputation management, we'd like to make some of that automated, where basically we take them to a checkout page with a video sales letter, and they just sign up then. But they'll also have the option of getting on my calendar. Um, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that process. And with the three different offers, obviously they go up in price. So I'm expecting more sales calls because they're going to want to see the demo of the SEO services plus the demo of the AI employee. So I anticipate that. I'm just trying to figure out how to, set it up so I'm not taking a ton of sales calls on something that's only going to pay, $100 a month, and maybe I do. You know what I mean? I'm not totally positive about that, but I just wanted to get your thoughts,
Yeah.
see what you think about that setup.
So on the marketing stuff, I focus on sales. Marketing's marketing, sales is sales. If you can figure out an automated way to do it, that's great. Most cases though, and this is where everybody screws it up, everybody leans into this. I don't want to do any work. I don't want to do any work. I want to do this automated. And you actually end up doing more work screwing around with this automated stuff than you would have if you had just called. So in terms of which one should you do, reputation, SEO, or AI employees, I would let the market dictate that. And how I would let the market dictate that is I wouldn't send out surveys. You can do that, and that's marketing, but that's not sales. That's marketing. Marketing does stuff like that. So if those are working, continue to do those. But as a salesperson, what I would do is I would start to come up with 3 different insights on the reputation management, right? There's something that every painting company's having to deal with right now. Nobody's talking about it. I wanted to make sure you were aware of it. Yeah, what's going on? Here's what's going on. You guys are spending a ton of money for advertising. You're spending a ton of money for employees. You're bringing this traffic in. Your employees are working with them. You're getting the quote. And then lo and behold, the piece that nobody's talking about is Susan Smith, your potential client, at 3 o'clock in the morning goes on to Yelp, and there's one bad review you don't know about. She ejects herself from the conversation. And by the way, she's not going to do you any favors. She's not going to say, it was this review that I read is the reason why I'm not going with you. She's just going to ghost you. How are you guys dealing with that at your painting company, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's an issue. When you say it's an issue, how many people are ghosting you? A lot, like 50% of them. What percentage do you think is because there's reviews out there? Because of the fact that you had said over 50, by the way, that's not natural to have 50% of your clients ghost you. I'd like to recommend our reputation management thing. Same thing with SEO, and I don't want to get this into a whole spend a bunch of time on your insights, but this is where if you really want to grow a business, you need to get the insights. SEO, right? Painting companies, they're spending 3 to 4 times more money right now per click, and the clicks are 3 to 4 times worse than they were before. You'll have people coming in that aren't even in the same country, but for some reason, because Meta's changed their way to filter the thing, you're buying clicks from people 3,000 miles away from you. How are you guys dealing with that? Man, it's an issue. What do you spend right now? What if you were to spend a little bit and just actually get that traffic organically, right? AI employees, that's the easiest one, right? Oftentimes painting companies, it's not just, the hardest thing in the world to do is find people that are going to be skillful with the roller and be able to paint and not waste the materials because gosh darn it, paint's $120 a gallon now. And be able to skillfully apply that paint to where we're able to use less expensive paint in a skillful way and have the paint job look good. The problem is we also need people in the back end answering the phones, following up on invoices. How are you guys balancing the fact that every dollar in payroll should really go to a master painter because we're going to be able to ROI that dollar, but yet it seems like the resources tend to get split pretty even between personnel and painters, and we're really not able to ROI those people on the phones, but we have to have them. And then that leads you into the AI, okay? Hey, it's Matt Easton, founder of Easton University, the most effective sales coaching system in the world. If you like this video and you want to learn how to close, I want to give you my closing mini masterclass for free. Click the link somewhere around here or just simply comment with the word closer and I will get you access to the closing mini masterclass. I'll cover the $299 cost for you. It's free to you.